You know, from active families to those seeking a great place to retire, Eastbrook Homes has communities all around West Michigan to suit your needs.
And that's especially true for Lowing Woods in Georgetown Township. A clubhouse with a pool and a choice of wonderful schools nearby was definitely a selling point for one family relocating back to Michigan.
Well, we're in Lowing Woods in Georgetown Township, conveniently located just off the highway, close to Grand Valley. Middle school, high schools are all within a few miles of here. Lowing Woods is a planned unit development offering both Hudsonville and Jenison schools, which is a huge bonus for us. The school district line literally runs through the property, and we have several different products in here. We've got different sizes of single-family homes, townhouses, and condos. We're blessed to have a full architecture team and design team on staff. So we're pushing 50 plans now of just single family. And then with that, we have several different elevations they can do as well. So you may have the same floor plan with 6 different fronts that they can choose from, so we don't get a cookie cutter design. And we have people come in and think that they want single family and switch to a condo or vice versa. We have one-stop shop where we can break that all down for them and get them pricing and see what works. We have everything from first-time home buyers in single family, plus our townhouse product has been extremely popular for that, up to executive level homes with families and condos. So we got a little bit of everything in between. Demographic is huge. We're actually standing in the clubhouse now. Just to my right is the pool. It has been wildly successful. One of the few neighborhoods that I know of in West Michigan that has a pool and clubhouse of this size and scope. We're seeing unprecedented sales right now. The last 90 days have been record-breaking on all fronts. We are seeing also with that price increasing going up, supply and demand. So if someone has interest, now is the time. Interest rates are great, pricing will never be better. We have several lots, both price points of higher and lower end housing, plus condos and townhouses. Right now, the average that we're seeing in the West Michigan market is probably about a 9 to 10 month period from start to finish, full design process and construction. One of the homeowners that I'd like to mention is Lindsay Vasquel, who lives in our neighborhood, that built her second house in the neighborhood, and also her parents live in the neighborhood. So it kind of ties into that whole feel of staying close with your family and the convenience of everything.
Originally, I grew up in Schoolcraft, which is about an hour south of here, and then a year after college, I moved to Phoenix, started my family out there, and then my husband wanted to move back to Michigan, and we moved to Lowing Woods in late 2017. We were just looking for good schooling. My daughter was about to start kindergarten when we moved, so that was really important. A lot of people talked positively about Hudsonville schools. We were looking at Rockford and just kind of did a tour, but what really drew me to Lowing Woods is we drove through the neighborhood and saw the house that we ended up buying first, and one of the neighbors literally ran out of the door to introduce herself, and that's coming from a big city like Phoenix. You don't get that hospitality, I guess, what you want to say, that Midwest charm. It's beautiful here. Like Kurt said, you have the choices of Jenison or Hudsonville, so we kind of asked neighbors to see where we should put our kids, but it's just nice to have that choice. Of course, from Phoenix, we love pools, so that was a huge draw as well. You know, it's very wooded around here. You kind of live in the country, but you're pretty close to other things as well. So the location's nice. There's coffee down the street, but to get to anywhere major, you do have to drive a little bit. So you have the country smells, that feel. I'm really into the farmhouse look, so it's like a farmhouse with a community, because I like neighbors. My kids want to play with other kids, so that's really important. And my parents actually moved from Phoenix as well, and we bought our first houses around the same time. They actually thought it was us switching houses when, so we told them the story, and yeah, so they used to live 2 cul-de-sacs down, and now we live at the top of the hill. To be able to build on our own from scratch, it was nice. It turns into a normal real estate transaction, so it made that dream obtainable for us and gave us that space we needed. I started messaging Kurt for months, and we went back and forth, and he matched me with a house that, it's all pre-planned, but it's perfectly my style, and again, it just turns into a normal transaction. So, and I actually used his wife as my realtor too, so we just kept it full circle. I've made so many friends. The schools, again, are super great. We love the playground. You know, you have the open yard concept where like your kids can just run back and forth to friend's house, and it's just really welcoming.
Looks like a wonderful place to live.
It is, yeah, really nice. And to learn more about the Lowing Woods community or to check out other Eastbrook communities, visit eastbrookhomes.com. We'll be right back.